Hello and welcome back to our Majora's Mask playthrough. Today we're going to be taking on Icona Castle. Now of course, because we have the Gibdo mask, if we put it on they won't really bother us. They'll just start dancing and doing other silly things. We can kind of go about our business. It seems like we need to get sun into this room somehow to be able to get rid of that block. So it seems like the mirror shield's going to be important in this dungeon. Okay, we're playing Dodge the Falling Ceiling. I always see puzzles in this game, and I wonder, where they took it from in Ocarina of Time, because a lot of the assets obviously were reused. And I seem to remember a falling ceiling in, I believe it was the Forest Temple. So I'm wondering if they kind of cut and pasted that puzzle into here from there. But it's kind of cool to see things in this game and try and piece together where you remember seeing them in Ocarina of Time. Or if they're completely new assets created for this game. So I believe they only had a certain amount of time, a few years to get this game done after Ocarina of Time. So a lot of things were taken from that game and just turned into something new in this game. Oh, I totally missed that jump. Okay, let's try that again. There is an invisible block in this room. If you pull out the lens of truth, you can see it. Because you kind of get to this button and then wonder how you're going to make it back to all the other platforms, because there's no flower and you can't make those jumps, but there's actually an invisible platform of ice right here. Alright, that time we made the jump. Not gonna bother fighting those guys, I'm just gonna run past them. Oh, did we get cursed when they hit us? Okay, I'm just gonna wait out the curse because we can't use our shield until it's gone, or our sword until it's gone. And there is a lot of birds in here, so not having a sword is a huge problem. Luckily I could still use my bow, but it basically just makes you wait a few seconds before your sword will work again if you get hit by one of those skulls. But the birds in this area just keep respawning. It's annoying because if one of them hits us while we're trying to fly over here, we'll get knocked down and have to start the whole dungeon over. Alright, so now there should be sun shining down into the lower level of Icona Castle. So that's going to allow us to solve some puzzles that we couldn't before. So we're going to start taking on the right half of this dungeon now. We already went through the whole left half of this. Okay, this is where the light came in. Okay, we just destroyed those wall masters. Wasn't even intending to do that, but having light in here just makes everything easier. pretty funny they made the Re-Deads dance when you put on the Gibdo mask. I wonder what made them make that decision, because the other Gibdos just talk to us. But Re-Deads for some reason dance when we put on that mask. And we once again have this same mini-boss we fought twice in Snowhead Temple. He only has 4 little areas to hide and they're close together, so fighting him is not going to be too difficult. Yeah, I think in Snowhead he had like 7 places to hide and they were far more spread out. So this is a much easier fight. Alright, just a little bit left of Icona Castle, and then we'll have everything we need to be able to head into Stone Tower Temple. Kind of the 4th and last major dungeon in this game. Which is a lot less than we have in a lot of the other mainline Zelda titles, but they put a lot of like mini dungeons in the game to kind of compensate for that. You know, you have Icona Castle and the Pirate Fortress and things like that, the smaller little areas that lead up to the major dungeons. Okay, so I believe we need actually to use the Goron mask and a powder keg to blow a hole in the ceiling. I actually brought a powder keg with me just for this reason. There's only a couple places you need to use a powder keg in this game: to open up the Milk Road for Romani Ranch, to open up the Goron races, and then this ceiling in Icona Castle. Alright, that should open up the way to the boss. Oh, now I'm killing Re-Deads by accident just because of the mirror shield on my back. Alright, so I'm gonna equip some items before the boss fight, and we'll go take on the boss of Icona Castle. Should be an exciting fight. Obviously, light is kind of the theme of this dungeon. Alright, I think we're ready to go. A giant empty room. Could there be a boss fight in here? O insolent one who has brought the unthinkable into a land as dark as Icona. My servants have fallen namelessly before the light that guides you. However, the darkness in which my servants live is after all fleeting. You shall see with your own eyes. Just what kind of thing true darkness really is. Guess you shouldn't have had such flammable curtains then. Well, that's one of them down. Come on, come back over to the light. This guy is lost. Yeah, follow me into the light. Just want to make sure I can hit him with the reflection wherever he lands. There we go. Alright, I guess we gotta fight the bigger one now. You're blocking me. Get out of the way. I can still get him. Blocking you? The reason he beat us is because you were so feeble. Don't blame this on me. What? Just try saying that again to my bony face. Feeble. Feeble, feeble, feeble. Shut up already. Don't look at me. I was once called the best swordsman in all of Icona. The greatest swordsman in all of Icona. You, feeble. Draw your weapon. Huh? I'm telling you to draw your sword. How? Will you stop? What fools? Haven't you begun to understand? The kingdom being ruined and us left in this state. Isn't it petty? Little battles like this that have caused it? Believing in your friends and embracing that belief by forgiving failure. These feelings have vanished from our hearts. It all happened after somebody thrust open the doors of that stone tower. You who bring light into darkness, I am the king of Icona Kingdom. Egos do Icona. The spell binding that had been cast upon us was broken by that light which you carry. To return true light to this land, you must seal the doors of Stone Tower, where the winds of darkness blow through. But Stone Tower is an impenetrable stronghold. Even hundreds of soldiers from my kingdom would not be able to topple it. It is far too reckless for one to take on such a challenge. And so, I grant to you a soldier who has no heart, one who will not falter into the darkness. You shall remember this song. Well, that's disturbing. We learned the elegy of emptiness. It's a mystical song that allows you to shed a shell shaped in your current image. By playing the song while wearing masks to assume different forms, you'll be able to leave up to 4 empty shells, one for each form. This soldier who has no heart is your twin image, a shell of yourself that you will shed when your song commands it. On my kingdom shine the light of justice. Alright, well I think we're done with Iconic Castle, so it's time to start making our way over to Stone Tower Temple. Kind of replenishing everything I spent on that fight. Thinking it's probably easiest just to play the Song of Soaring to fly over there. Oh, I guess it doesn't work in here. Okay, we're gonna have to run out of here, then play it. Just so we can get back to the entrance of Iconic Canyon. I'm killing things by accident just by having this mirror shield. See if I can catch that in a bottle. It'll be nice to take to the dungeon with us, just in case. The fairies are just like an insurance policy. We haven't really had to use them, but they're still nice to have. Especially heading into the final major dungeon of this game. Trying to remember where the entrance of this place is. The music here is definitely unsettling. Had enough of those birds for one lifetime. Alright, we've made it to Stone Tower Temple, so I think this is where we're going to leave it today. So I hope you'll come back and see us take on this temple in the next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.